old place here. Hey? Welcome to Echo Echo. I'm Tish, and today we're going to be talking about some stuff, and some things, and some things, and some stuff. As you know, on this channel we like to look at a variety of different things, and I'm only a new YouTuber, so I'm finding out things as I go. For instance, stop moving the microphone around. Okay. Yeah, good one. Hilarious. So, this is going to be a different one because this is going to be a series, okay? First of all, let's do a brooch check, okay? Ooh. So this is the fit. The overalls are fit today for work. So we've got Erstwilder. Okay, all of my brooches are Erstwilder. Nearly. Okay, and this is the Erstwilder Peak Chroma, which is hot property. Okay, you would not believe it. I paid like $50 for it, but you can sell them on eBay for up to $300. Okay, so nice. The earrings today, I can't remember. There's one of those, independent sellers in the middle of the mall, and they're just little sparrows. Yeah. Welcome to my channel. As I said, I'd really like it if you liked and subscribed. That would be fantastic. Okay. Even though, the views aren't getting up there yet, the fact that anyone watches any video I make is freaking amazing. So, yeah, I'm just grateful no matter what happens. So, this little series, I was inspired by Luxeria, who is one of my favorite YouTubers, and even my dad said he likes her voice. He's, he just drops in and out of what I'm watching on YouTube. There's a bit of a problem at the moment because all of the Wi-Fi is down. I have not been online since around about 4 o'clock, and I'm not okay.
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine.
Right.
You're not really fine, but you just can't get into
I thought,
it because
I was going to record this anyway tonight. There's a few things I'm going to have to fill in because I couldn't do any research. But, welcome to... I forgot the main thing. Oh, no. Hang on. I haven't even said it yet. I gotta go get something. Who can guess what we're doing now? Well, you probably read the title of the YouTube thing and you know the thing. Okay. Now we're ready. And the ears aren't in frame. Okay, let's go back a bit. You can see the full effect. We're looking at the weird little reality show called The Girls Next Door. What a fever dream the 2000s were. They weren't actually like any girls actually next door. And I think, there's a little bit of a play on words, like, these aren't the girls next door. You know what I mean? Stop looking at the viewfinder. Yeah. The Girls Next Door was a show that had, I think, around about 5 seasons. I'll pop up on the screen somewhere here. It featured Hef's 3 girlfriends at the time. So we had Holly, Bridget, and Kendra. They were Hugh Hefner's girlfriend. Hugh Hefner, I think he was he in his 80s at this point in time? He may have been in his 70s. But Kendra wasn't even 21 yet, Technically, she wouldn't have been able to drink at any of the Playboy parties, but we know that she did, and everything was okay. So Holly and Bridget were a little bit older, but I think they were still in their 20s. I will confirm that when the internet returns, if it ever does.
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine. You're not really fine. You just can't get into it because they would never understand.
Okay. So I'm looking at some notes here that I made. So I think it was on MTV. I can't remember. And typically each episode would be some sort of a little event that the girls were doing. A drop in on Hef, blah, 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 blah. There were really strict rules for being one of Hef's girlfriends. And people who came out afterwards, ex-girlfriends, ex-wives, and things like that, did allege that it was quite traumatic at times, and he was a very controlling man. Yeah. So, look, I'm not going to, go into it too deeply right now. We'll look at it as we go along, and I'm aware that Holly Madison also has a YouTube channel where she has reacted to the show, now, and she's got some reflections. I even bought Holly's book. Okay, I'm a super fan. Yeah, I'm a super fan. Did I finish reading that book? No, but I bought it. So the age gap, is it an issue? They're all consenting adults. Yep, not an issue. Power dynamic, big issue. Okay, arguably one of the most powerful men in media in America at the time. He wasn't like Rupert Murdoch, where he's got lots of fingers in lots of pies, but the brand was huge. At the time, before The Girls Next Door came out, I'm pretty sure Playboy was kind of like, on a bit of a downer, and I know that Girls Next Door really did bounce that, really brought the brand back, and made it more appealing for young people, because like Hugh Hefner, this old guy in a robe, yeah, sure, okay, sing kids are like gonna love that, you know what I mean? I'm sorry, sing kids, it's just, you didn't do anything wrong. Yeah, so it really did have a lot to do with Playboy, becoming a really cool brand again. And I consider myself lucky to have never got a Playboy tattoo back in the day. Thank God. I mean, I've got a tramp stamp, but it's not a Playboy bunny. Okay, so it's really classy. Yeah. It's got roses. Okay. Just adjusted my mic there. Oh, I was going to tell you a little bit about Playboy. So if you don't know, Playboy, like who doesn't know, but like whatever. Playboy is a gentleman's magazine where people would buy it for the articles. Okay, where like ladies would be naked, no clothes. I don't think they ever showed bush. I think that was Hustler. Well, they might have, I don't know. And I think it's not bush, it's like more than bush. Let's just say that much, okay? Getting a little bit racy here. So the magazine itself started, I think, in the 60s. Again, I'm going to pop it in the research. Yeah. Sorry. Thanks, Telstra. The first cover girl of Playboy was Marilyn Monroe. She didn't pose for the photo. The photos were bought by Hef. And that's like a nickname that Hugh Hefner goes by. And he was really, really obsessed with Marilyn. Marilyn was his picture perfect girl, she was the model for everyone else, and you can see that in the choices he made in his love life. Yeah. Editor note, oh my god, I just remembered that Hugh Hefner actually purchased the funeral plot next to Marilyn Monroe so that when he died, he could be buried next to her. What? Oh my god. Very weird. Weird. Yeah, he put Marilyn on such a high pedestal that no one could ever reach it. And I think he was, deeply lonely. But we're getting a bit deep already. But I think he was quite unhappy I think that he, it's like the Fresh and Fit guys, the podcast. They would think that Hugh Hefner, peak man, like alpha man, alpha guy. He's got 3 chicks on the go to keep them all like competing for his attention, etc., etc. I don't think that was what made Hef happy. It's just a theory. So, as I said, the Girls Next Door came along when, people were just getting their porn from the internet for free. I mean, yeah. Did you have to wait all night just to get one Korn song that was maybe not even a Korn song? I don't know why I picked Korn. I was in my, I think early 30s when I was consuming this. So I wasn't even young, It wasn't aspirational for me. I knew I was not going to be a cover girl. I was such a super fan. It was one of the only reality TV shows that I watched other than America's Next Top Model, which, even now, I've been watching some reaction channels. Jessica Kibasi? Okay, I'll link her again. I can't check what her name is. I'm sorry, Jessica. She's amazing. She's a photographer, and she is just she breaks down Top Model. Top Model is horrific, but I didn't realize it at the time. So I'm interested to see how this sort of plays out, because I haven't consumed it again since 10 years ago or whatever. I don't remember much, but I know that Bridget was my favourite because she was going to college and she was getting a degree. And Holly and Kendra were really quite confident, I think, and Bridget had a little bit of a vulnerability about her, and I just really felt that from her. Post show, I think they're all fantastic. They're very strong women who really survived something that was quite traumatic and televised. Yeah, I know that Holly has especially talked about some quite serious things that she experienced while she was living at the mansion. So enough of that discussion. We will have shorter introductions, but hopefully give you little tidbits and gossip and information and behind the scenes stuff. But let's get to it. Let's get to this reaction to the Girls Next Door. Let's have a sexy time with the Girls Next Door. So here we go. So episode 1, now I'm watching this in a little bit of an unusual way because I have no internet. Thankfully, I prepared episodes earlier. I did have the DVDs, so, I didn't feel bad about downloading these because I paid for the DVDs, and I went through all of my DVDs, cannot find them. Oh, God, I spent so much money on DVDs, and now they're just useless. Anyway, okay. I'm excited. Let's go, Girls Next Door. This is season 1, episode 1 of The Girls Next Door, and it is titled Meet the Girls.
Come on to my house, I'm gonna give you candy.
Welcome to the Playboy Mansion.
Come on to my house, I'm gonna give you everything.
Good morning, Playboy Mansion. Can I help you?
Come on to my house, I'm gonna give you everything.
Oh, young
Right
Hef.
away, sir. Thank you.
Young Hef. Oh, those dogs are going to make my dogs go off. I remember that door so well. Oh, my dogs.
Thank you.
Oh, it looks so dated now. Like, at the time, I think I would have thought it was glamorous, but it looks kind of gaudy. And look at Hugh. He does all his business in the bed. Sorry. Ooh, sexy girls.
The last layout in front of me.
Asparagus.
Hey, baby. Hey, I'm Holly.
I'm originally from Alaska, and I live now at the Playboy Mansion. I'm Hef's #1 girlfriend.
Oh my god, she's so young.
Hef and I have been dating for 3.5 years. I was intimidated by Hef when I first met him. He seemed really imposing and scary. After Hef's my first date, I moved in 2 days later. I guess you could say we're made for each other.
Want a piece of candy? No, you can really eat them.
I know.
As a girlfriend, I'm extremely devoted. Love you.
I love you, darling.
Schnuggen. A lot of people would say my life revolves around Hef. You're funny, sweet. We have a great relationship. It's the best relationship I've ever had. He says it's the best relationship he's ever had, but I don't know if I believe that. He might just be saying that. When Bridget became a girlfriend, she became one of the 7. There were more girlfriends back then.
There was a gang of girls waiting to get in the door, too. The difference between me and them was that I was here to have fun, not to see what I could get out of it. I guess that showed, because here I am and they're not here. You get to know Hef and you really care about him, and everyone who meets him just falls in love with him. He's the sweetest guy, and you want to be part of this. And I just thought, what a great opportunity. I can't turn this down. I've come this far. I can't turn this down and go back to Lodi.
I love her. Can we just say that? And I can recall, maybe in the recesses of my mind, that she got crap for being like pudgy, a little bit overweight. Oh my god, she's freaking gorgeous. Like, she's not. She's like so thin.
Bridget is one of my best friends ever, and my favorite thing about her is she gets super excited, and it's just fun to have people like that around. Gizmo.
Originally, I'm from Lodi, California, little town. And I've been coming around for about 4 years, but actually living here at the mansion for just over 3 years. I am one of them, one of the girlfriends. Mama, want some coffee?
Bridget told me that she's always wanted to be a playmate. She feels like that would be achieving all she could achieve, both in body and mind.
Playboy is something that I always wanted to do. My dad used to get the magazine, and I knew I wasn't supposed to look at them, but they weren't hidden or anything. So when my parents weren't around, I would thumb through it and think, oh my gosh, I want to look just like those girls when I grow up. And I was really little, like probably 4. And I would just think, I want to be beautiful like that someday. She's a Persian cat, and I'm hoping she can just get brushed out because I'd like to keep her fluffy this time. A bath with the
Ooh. 4 years old. I mean, and that just goes to show, like, that's how Playboy was thought of at the time. Oh, I feel uncomfortable. Look at that cat.
with the deep conditioning. Thank you. Bye-bye. I just felt like it wasn't practical, so I went to school I have a bachelor's degree in communications, emphasis in public relations, and then I have a master's degree in communications that I kept general because I thought maybe I'll teach. Now I'm like, teach? That's not fun. I think Holly does a lot. She shares a room with him. She really gives him 110%.
Doggies, are you in or are you out? Are you in or are you out, Panda?
And I feel like Kendra and I are just kind of icing on the cake.
Kendra is the youngest girlfriend. She's from San Diego, California. Kendra has been a girlfriend a little over a year now. I think Hef sees Kendra as really fun and enthusiastic, and she's just a nice person on top of that. When we first met Kendra, she was a lot more quiet than she is now. I think she was unsure of how to act because the whole moving into the mansion thing happened so fast for her.
Hello.
Kendra was literally a painted girl for an event that was here at the mansion, and one of the fellows who was working on the body painted girls had printed a color photo of her that was sat on the printer, and Hef picked up the photo and wanted to know immediately,
who's the girl? Who's the girl? Mr. Hefner was very interested in the girl. I mentioned to Mr. Hefner she's down below getting body painted.
Someone important. And, like, can we just talk about how gorgeous Kendra is? Oh my god. Oh my god. And I'm like remembering her dog now. Okay. And she's so fun. I really like this for like girls supporting girls. Yeah. We're not competition. We want everyone to succeed.
He came down and looked at her, and she was just as gorgeous as she was in the photograph.
Hef comes up to me and he says, hi. I'm like shaking. I'm like, hi. And I was just so nervous. Like, I've never met a celebrity in my entire life, you know, and then here Hugh Hefner is right in front of me. I definitely knew at that moment, I'm like, I want to move here. I want to have a relationship with Hef.
so the moral is just don't leave pictures of girls lying around. They could just be moving in.
Okay, yeah, the way that was phrased. I want to have a relationship with this man. Okay, look, Kendra, love her to death. She's not known for, I don't know, the way she constructs her sentences. That feels a little bit planted. But yeah, Hef moves quick. It's almost like an. I compare everything to MLMs. It's almost like an MLM. Don't Google anything. Just move into the mansion. Okay. Yeah.
It's crazy. It's like a dream come true. It's like living a dream. Hef and I have been dating for about a year now. Being Hef's girlfriend is fun. I love it. I never expected to be here. I was like, wow, so amazed. Where the hell did more was? Being up here, I've smiled 24/7. I'm tired, JD.
Well, seeing as I had to be here at 6, I still would rather be getting up when you get up. I'm here actually ahead of schedule.
I'm real ahead of schedule. I'm usually like 2 hours late.
She's different than Bridget and I. She's very physical.
I didn't really like school. I liked it for the sports. I mean, what comes out of that unless you're like crazy good, you know? I can do it. Hold on. Damn, why can't I do it right now? Damn it.
Kendra is definitely a tomboy. She loves sport. She loves to play sports. She's spontaneous and loud and unpredictable.
It's okay, don't miss. This is warm up, I swear. And I go to massage therapy school 5 days a week. I love it when people get mad over stupid little things. That makes me laugh. What the? Exactly. Who's the one out of control now? Richard. God. Enough of this Tai Chi shit. I was thinking about it for a while, you know, because I like to make people feel good, so, well, you know, why not do it? Ready for the best, sweetest massage you will ever get? Really? After pictures.
That's really interesting. Okay, I didn't remember that she had a little job. Like, not a job. I didn't remember her doing the massaging. Yeah, that's great. I mean, if they've been dating for a year, she gets lots of perks, obviously, but still wants to have a skill. I mean, that's smart, you know?
Massage, friction, deportment, and vibration.
Vibration.
Fuck vibration. Hef, he saved my life. That's all I have to say, you know? He saved my life. Besides my mom, my grandma, my grandpa, my brother, and my dogs, he's my hero. Ow!
Archie. How you doing, bud? Hey, bud. Come on. I believe there are 9 dogs. Holly has 4, Kendra has 2, and then we have our resident mascots, Littlefoot and Archie. Archie and I go way back, 11 years. And Bridget has a cat. So we have a lot of pets.
Could you let Harlow inside? Because she got out from behind the game house somehow. Harlow! Harlow, over here! It's Mama! Harlow, come to the front door! Come to the front door, Harlow! Good girl! Good Harlow! Harlow, front door! Harlow, it's Mama! Look, see, Mama! Come to the front door! That's how you get to me.
Yes, I do talk to my dogs like they understand me. I'm feeling an affinity with that. Yep, come to the front door.
Harlow, go to the front door. Good girl. Yay, Harlow. The first thing I do when I get up in the morning is I take my dogs outside. Come on, pups. And then I go down to Mary's office. She's Hef's assistant and one of my best friends. Come on, Duke, good boy. And we just sit around and we talk about what's going on. Hey, it's Holly. Can I get my usual breakfast with 4 small servings of dog food, please? Thank you.
No problem. Bye. It's funny. I think the dogs get the good life here, and they tend to come here and get lazy and fat. So we have to put them on a diet.
Good life.
Perhaps they even eat better than we do.
That's okay, though.
Yeah, it's okay. You know, why not?
Alrighty.
We love our jobs.
Okay, Duke, we're going to do an inspection of your thing.
Because I say I can't get him neutered until his balls drop.
How cute.
Are you sure he's a boy?
Yeah, he's a wiener.
He doesn't have any. He's got little tiny little things.
You're still
Okay, but that is the cutest dog in the entire world. And I'm sorry. It's like, I've still got 2 pups here.
2 nuts.
I think there's 2 main adjectives that people think when they see us: bimbo and slut.
Ow! The reality is, I am not a gold digger. I'm not a hoe. I never even thought about having a multi-millionaire boyfriend, you know? How would I be a gold digger? You know, I'm not at all.
Like, I can understand people thinking that, but yeah, I never saw that with these guys. You know, like, they do seem to have a genuine, like, care for Hef, and each other, and it is like a polyamorous relationship in that way.
There are always the same 5 questions everybody wants to ask me. Are you in the magazine? How many girls live at the mansion? Does he pay you? Do you have sex with him? That's a big one. We do everything a normal boyfriend and girlfriend do, and like if I could get married and have kids tomorrow, I totally would. This is it for me. This is where I am, and this is where I'm going to stay.
This is her through line, and it's heartbreaking to know, you know, how much, like, it's heartbreaking to sort of know how it all turned out, if you know what I mean. But, you know, at the moment, it's looking really sweet. When Bridget said bimbofication is, like, such a big thing these days, you know, and it started with these guys. I think this show would have been on, you know, when the current bimbos were, you know, kids, and being on, I think it was on E, and that was, you know, consumed by a wide variety of people.
Come on to my house. and the grapes and the cakes. Hey, come on in my house, come on.
Okay. Are you making me look like a judge again?
Yes. Tonight we're going to the AFI Awards ceremony. We've been to the AFI event 2 other times. One was for Tom Hanks, one was for Robert De Niro. And tonight they're honoring George Lucas, which I'm really excited about.
I was definitely not popular in school. I was not a cheerleader. I didn't do much to my hair. I wore makeup, but I didn't do much grooming-wise. I'm gonna shave my legs, so don't get me wrong. Like, I wasn't all gross hippie chick or anything.
How are you today?
Very good.
Exciting? Tu vas bien? Beaucoup de cheveux?
Beaucoup de cheveux, por favor. There's not a lot of time for me to do my homework, and so I'm always trying to fit it in weird spots. Like, I take it to the salon with me because that's a lot of downtime while somebody's blowing out your hair. I just try and fit it in wherever I can.
Did you hear Lodi made the news?
Oh my God.
They arrested 2 Al-Qaeda terrorist homes in Lodi.
Sick.
And one of them was like 2 doors down from my aunt.
The reaction. That with 2 Al-Qaeda terrorists arrested in her small town in America. I think it was Kendra. Ew. Ew. Really?
I love going out to clubs. I love going out to dinner. Love dressing up. I have to admit, it does get a little crazy, but I can handle it. Gracias, señorita. Señorita.
Hi, it's just me. I got a copyright claim thing on my video, so this little bit here needs a little bit more commentary. So I picked this spot right here because I noticed some inconsistencies. Okay, Kendra's hair was getting done in the first scene, but when she got her hair done and she's like hugging the hairdresser now, she has her makeup on. Dun dun dun. Different timeline. Outrageous. Yeah. Very astute commentary. Yeah. So much for reality TV. More like unreality TV. Is that better? Is that better, YouTube? I hope so.
What did you say?
Gracias, señor. My dream was to go out and, have a good time and live my life. I want to start early. I want to live life. So now I'm here, and the schedule is like perfect for me. I'm all yours, sugar.
You good, baby.
Okay, get off.
Here we go with number 2 of adding some more commentary to avoid copyright. Yeah, for a channel with 2 subscribers. Awesome. Anyway, this bit was funny. Kendra said, and the schedule is like perfect for me. I mean, of course it is. Like, she sleeps till noon. She parties. She's like basically, oh look, I'm saying that, but they did, like I alluded to at the beginning, the schedule was quite demanding and set. Like, you were not allowed to really do much other than what Hef said. And that's why the show itself was quite helpful to the girls, because they created events to go to and themes and ideas which actually got them out and about, and including going to Europe, which Hef isn't a big traveller because he is so, he has to have the same steak dinner for dinner or something like that. Yeah, so I think that although, the schedule might look rosy, that old saying, when you're wearing rose-coloured glasses, you can't see the red flags. Oh yeah. And I think we'll see a bit more of that.
Okay. It's my job, as a girlfriend, we have the same routine every week. So I kind of see that as a job. Yeah. Can I help you? Yeah?
Very gentle.
Ow!
I told you gentle.
No, that was you.
Oh, me? Oh!
I kind of like it, though. I was kidding.
Yeah.
Look at me.
Hairdo.
To to go out and look my best tonight. I used to love it and everything, and now I feel like it's more of a priority and something I have to go and do rather than just a fun, leisurely day at the salon.
That kind of looks like the Karen haircut.
I'm a Star Wars fan, so I'm gonna go with my hair done like Princess Leia.
It's all out what you want today? You know?
Yeah, he knows.
I'm just remembering Holly is a sucker for a theme.
He's nervous. When I told Hef I was gonna do it, he goes, "Can you do that with your hair?" Oops.
He doesn't know about
Whoa.
it.
Tuna boob.
Yeah.
Voila! I love it! Thank you, guys! And Hef is not excited about that. He thinks that's weird and that'll look ugly, but it's like he has 8 other girls on his arm, so he can afford to have one weirdo.
So the last little interjection I'm going to make is that, did you hear Bridget's laugh? How random, in the middle of Holly's scene. I've seen it a few times. Random. And I do like how Holly is. She is a bit of a weirdo, but that's what we like about her. She's just a pretty weirdo.
Oh my gosh, my hair's like a helmet. I don't have to worry about it moving. Hey Chris, come on in. Oh yeah, that looks pretty. We're gonna match. Totally.
We are the same color.
We're gonna be identical.
Oh my gosh, do you mind?
Yes, gotta change.
Oh man. Well, yours is different on the top.
Bad news, friends. More copyright things. So, another little interjection here. I think Bridget did mind Crystal having that green gown. Crystal, I just remembered she's got an interesting little story. Not going to reveal it now, though.
I'm the first one in and the last one out. God damn it.
Because I want more time in you. Because you're the special one. Oh.
Whoa, she's got a lot of hair. It looks really pretty. Applause. Oh, dogs.
Shut us.
Shut up, that dog is scared. I hope he's still alive.
It's okay, baby.
Can someone please tell me, like, check on Duke? Thanks.
Voila.
Thank you, my
I
dear.
love him. She is beautiful.
Don't everybody look hard. My goodness. Hello there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Kenner just came in a few minutes ago. She was probably about a few minutes behind.
I ain't joking now, suckers, I'm spoken out. Down that I'm spoken out. To play me at my own game and introduce the world of pain.
I think this is a really interesting juxtaposition of the scenes, going from Hef and his little jazz in the wooden room, and compared to Kendra's rap music, intensity, and I mentioned that later. It's a comment on I think how he was seen as, like, he's so classy. Look at this classy guy. And, look at him with this girl. She's young. She likes rap music. She's a little bit of a loose cannon. What an interesting combination of people. That is the writing, okay? It's the fish out of water. And it's a compelling storyline, for sure.
It's going to be a grand night.
Still got it, Hef.
No question about that. No
Dust it
question
off.
about that.
scarves.
Kendra really needs to get a secretary because she's really scatterbrained as far as being in the right place at the right time or being on time or remembering she has to do something.
This feels like it's a bit forced. And now I'm also remembering that they, like, sort of think Kendra's a bit of a flake. But, you know, we don't know what the time is, especially with reality TV shows these days. Those days.
Sometimes we're stuck in a situation where Hef is like, where's Kendra? And I'm like, well, I told her 1,000,000 times, and it doesn't matter. Hef will get grumpy with me. Why didn't you tell Kendra that we're leaving at such and such a time? And I'm like, I did. So that's not that comfortable.
Just pausing here to point out that wonderful little sound effect, the cat screeching, commonly used when women are fighting because they're what? Catty. Yeah, it's interesting that they've used it there because you can tell that they are using it as a plot device to create a bit of conflict which might not come up naturally, and you know that is a way that reality shows do script what's happening. You know, they look at stories, they look at archetypes, and you know they do the same thing that any show does, and putting people into those positions. You know, Jessica Cabesi, so sorry if that's pronounced terribly, who does the top model videos, she can pretty much predict what's happening, what's going to happen, even if she hasn't seen the episode, because of the formula. It'll be interesting to see how this goes forward, because it's generally, you know, understood that these girls did get along. They have to get along. You know, they have a boyfriend who's the same person, so they have to spend a lot of time together. But you can see that they've sort of put Bridget and Holly together and put Kendra down sort of as a bit more of an outcast because she is much younger than those two. And yeah, you know, without conflict, without tension, people don't keep coming back. And even if it's manufactured, I think that they were just as interesting either way, you know. I need to stop saying, you know. I'm sorry, but you know how it is. Yeah.
Look at all this boobage over here.
I don't know, they're both busting out.
Hers are big. I'm looking at her.
Boobage.
Renaissance ski. Like the Renaissance dresses. Oh yeah.
Okay, maybe it's my, like, obsession with bimbofication, but those are not big boobs. None of them are. Not even Kendra's, and I'm pretty sure she had them done. Kendra's a bad girl. She likes rap. And for some reason, the intensity of, like, barking dogs, just for some reason, like, makes everything seem, like, more panicky. Like, that was the Osbournes' bread and butter. Oh, yay! Oh, she looks amazing, though. Worth the wait. Death stares from Holly.
I have to get my ID. I'll be 2 seconds. Yay! We're the black girls.
She just said we're the black girls. No, Kendra. Another memory is that they used to go to lots of things during the daytime. Or maybe they just have weird, like, daylight savings in LA or something. I think they're in LA. Yeah, Hollywood.
Follow the man.
It's really exciting to go to these big events where you go down the red carpet and they want to interview Hef.
How's life treating you? What do you think?
What my role involves is just standing there and smiling and looking like a nice little first lady astronaut's wife and not acting up or doing anything stupid.
Did you ever get your hands on Leia's buns?
Right here.
having to go out to like a red carpet event and seeing all these most beautiful women in the world. As much as I try, I don't feel as pretty as them. Oh, shut up! People assume that we are all skanks. I think jealous people think that, but I think people respect us too, you know? They look at us and they're like, wow, you know, that's so cool to me.
I have not heard the word skanks in a long time. And, like, can we just talk about, I mean, like, Kendra, I hope that she knows how gorgeous she is these days. Oh. No footage of the actual thing. Right. Bridget's only got a single bed. Look.
Destiny, do you want to?
She's only got looks like a king single.
We can ask Hef if we can watch it down on the big screen. You want to? And do whatever? All right, well, I'm going to go in and ask him. And I'll see you in a couple minutes. Okay, bye.
Okay, bye.
Kendra has only been here a year and is about 6 years younger than me. So Kendra really got lucky in the way that she moved in, and she's not as careful as Bridget and I think.
Hi, honey. Rascal! Rascal's in here! Is it okay if Destiny and I watch a movie down on the big screen?
Sure.
Okay.
What do you want to watch?
Can we watch that Napoleon Dynamite?
Have you got it or have I got it?
I think you do.
All right, let me
Yeah, I
look.
think you get.
Let me look.
Napoleon Dynamite. Amazing movie. Like, and I, just like being the hipster I am, I liked it. Like, immediately, where everyone was like, this is boring and stupid. Yeah, no, it's not.
My boyfriend is so charming. So charming. And he is an excellent man. You know, I love him. He loves me. He brings joy to my life.
All right.
It's okay, I mean.
Okay.
We,
Oh my god, look at the DVD room.
More than Blockbuster.
Oh my god, look at the DVD cupboard. I know Hef is a big movie buff. He loves Casablanca. But how? I thought I had a lot with 4 like containers.
How about some Girls Gone Wild? I'm just kidding. Good night, honey. Good night, honey.
Good night, Haley.
I need Duke.
How do you think
Okay.
I need Duke. I need that dog.
I'll ask John if he has it.
I wouldn't want to speak for Bridget and Kendra. I feel like they have their own way of expressing what their relationship is with him. In 5 years, I see myself alone with Hef. Not that I don't necessarily want other people around. I'm a people person, so having Bridget and Kendra living here is great. But do I like him having other girlfriends? No. I know that I'm his #1 girl, but I think he needs to get rid of the extra girls.
Good night, honey. I love being here. Why would I leave here? Unless Hef wants me out or something, you know? I'd want to stay. This is a dream. I gotta pinch myself. I gotta wake up. There's nowhere else that I want to go.
So, yeah. Look, I loved this show, okay? I loved it. It was my guilty little pleasure. And, yeah, like I didn't want to be a Playboy centerfold. Like, I'm never going to be a Playboy centerfold. I don't even know, you know, why I started watching it, but, yeah, they're interesting women, and, yeah, I can see the effect, you know, like, looking at the bimbofication movement where it is now. It's really interesting to see how it's changed. I thought it was quite funny that in the closing credits it said, "Special thanks to Hugh Hefner." What the? I mean, yeah, duh. Okay. I wonder if we have internet yet. Let's have a look at this. No. What the fuck is going on?
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine. You're not really fine. You just
So,
get into it because they would
I'm
never
going to push my laptop away from me now. I don't have a laptop. That's just Luxaria. I love you, Luxaria. Thanks for being with me here on our first little outing of The Girls Next Door. I'm really looking forward to, watching and remembering things. Like I said, little things keep, popping up, and I think that, you can look at it on a surface level and say that they are really shallow, but Holly is a really savvy businesswoman. Bridget is really driven and, educated, okay? Kendra, she's just really positive, okay? And supportive, and they were really good support for each other. I think that Bridget and Holly are still really close. I'm not sure about Kendra. But yeah, my big takeaway from that episode is that Duke he just wins best dog. Ever. Okay? Ever. And I will put my life on the line for him. Okay? Oh, he was just so cute. Anyway, thanks for watching along with me. I'm excited to keep going. A little bit of a bunny. Yeah. And yeah, we'll see you next time. Thank you. Like and subscribe, and come on back.